Hello and thanks for tuning in to Far Above Rubies. Today we're talking about Psalms chapter 46 and the thought, when earthquakes come. We're going to read verses 1 and 2 together, and they say this: God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble, or some translations say adversities. So we will not fear when earthquakes come and when mountains crumble into the sea. That is a huge word picture. So we will not fear when earthquakes come and when mountains crumble into the sea. That sounds like something out of a blockbuster movie. It sounds like something Hollywood made up. When earthquakes come and mountains crumble into the sea. What a picture David painted here. Adversity often comes into our lives so that we can learn to trust the character of God. I'm going to say that again. Adversity often comes into our lives so that we can learn to trust the character of God. That's not why every amount of trouble comes into our lives. It's not why every bad situation, every storm, every trial comes into our lives, but oftentimes trials come our way so that both we are refined and our trust in Him is built. It's strengthened. It's gained ground in our relationship with Him. God has seen me through so much, time after time after time, countless, I could go on to infinity, time after time, that when the seemingly unmovable fixtures in my life begin to be shaken, I can say with confidence and without a tremble in my voice, I will not fear. I will not fear because God is with me. Because God is on my side and I am on His. I will not fear when earthquakes come, when the things around me that I have built up or that even God has built up begin to crumble into the sea, and God says, nope, time for a new season. Nope, time for a new direction. Nope, this is not serving your life right now. Let's crumble some things into the sea. I can stand in the middle of the earth quaking around me and say, I will not fear. Not because I am in control, but because He is. Because He is present. And if God is in my situation, there is nothing to fear. There is nothing to fear. This is why the children of Israel built memorials. Not just to tell the story to future generations, which is part of it, but also so that they could point to them when adversity came their way, when a new trial came their way, when a new season of hardship came their way. They could look at those memorials that were built up and say, God brought us through then, and He will bring us through again. God brought us out of Egypt. God helped us to cross the Red Sea. God did the impossible before, and He will do it again. With the Egyptian army at our back and the Red Sea in front of us, and we said, there's no way out. God said, oh yeah, I specialize in the impossible. And so from that situation forward, from generations to come, and every battle and every gained ground and every time they built a memorial, in part it was to say, God brought us through. The earth was quaking then. The mountains were crumbling into the sea then. The very ground beneath our feet was unsteady, but God never blinked. God didn't blink. God's great at playing chicken. He's great at playing chicken with the enemy. I don't know if you know what that game is. The game is where two cars come at one another and one of them has to flinch and move so that they don't hit each other. God's great at playing chicken. He doesn't blink. He doesn't blink at adversity. He doesn't blink at the threats of the enemy. When earthquakes come, we can count on Him. When earthquakes come, we can stand with confidence in trust in His character because He is there. He is there. When earthquakes come, we will not fear. God is present. He is ready. He is waiting. He is listening. He is in control. He is sovereign. He is on the throne. He has not lost out. He is not surprised. That's God. He is there. He is a very present help. He is our refuge. He is our strength. Even when earthquakes come. Even when earthquakes come. Friend, I don't know what you're going through in your life right now. I don't know what season of life you may find yourself in, but if you happen to be in a moment in your life where you feel like the earth is quaking, where the mountains, the things, the sure things, the certainties in your life have begun to crumble, things you didn't know could crumble have begun to crumble, I pray you stand with confidence and you shout at that crumbling mountain and say, I will not fear. Why? Because God is here. Because God is here, and that's enough. That's enough. Go and read Psalm chapter 46 today. Be encouraged and be strengthened by it. And if no one has told you lately, you are loved and you are cherished and you are valuable. You are the apple of his eye. You have beautiful and tremendous worth, my sweet friend, and that worth is far above rubies. Thank you for tuning in today, and I will see you all again tomorrow. God bless you.